Mr. Simon, Discovery Mountain Camp is part of our community. It's a big part of what makes this town so special to all of us.
Hi, I'm Miss Jean. Join me on a trip to Discovery Mountain, where the air is clear, almost clear enough to hear your imagination, and where every day is an exercise in faith. Join me for today's expedition in Discovery Mountain. Today's episode, Take 1, is part 5 of our story series called Just in Time. Now, last time Haddie learned that the company she works for, Bilsby Builders, is planning to tear down Discovery Mountain Camp. Mr. Simon shared the story of Esther right from the Bible with Haddie to encourage her. Now, sitting at her desk at Bilsby Builders, Haddie prays for the courage to talk to Mr. Bilsby. She's afraid of losing her job, but she might be the only one who can save Discovery Mountain Camp. Haddie is exercising her faith. Will she have the courage to talk to Mr. Bilsby? Let's listen and find out.
Haddie.
Hi, Judah. Yes, what is it?
So, I was wondering, what are we going to do about the problem?
I have a plan, Judah. I'm just really nervous.
Mailboy, why are you always here?
Oh, hello, Madam Manager. Well, I'm always here because I have mail for you. Like this envelope. See, there you go.
Well, thank you, Mailboy. Carry on.
Yes, Madam Manager.
Judah, wait.
I have to carry on. You heard, Madam Manager.
But I have to know, does Mr. Bilsby ever open his office door?
No. His door's always closed. I leave his mail on the table outside his office door.
So you don't ever knock on his door?
You must be joking. No, he's the Mr. Bilsby.
Oh, that doesn't make me feel any better.
Well, why? What's your plan?
My plan is to knock on Mr. Bilsby's door and talk to him about Discovery Mountain Camp.
Ooh, that's risky.
I know, but I have to. I can't help thinking about Uncle George and everyone in Discovery Mountain Camp. I have to put their well-being first.
Haddie, I have a meeting with the architect. Come with me. Mailboy, carry on.
Yes, Madam Manager, I'm going.
Haddie, come along to the meeting. The architect has blueprints of the new hotel and spa we're building at Discovery Mountain. Well, just as soon as we can tear down that unsafe old summer camp. Grab your camera. I want a picture of me with the architect. You can post it on social media.
Yes, Madam Manager. I'm coming.
Try to look more excited, child. This is going to be the grandest hotel Bilsby Builders has ever built. I can't wait to see the blueprints.
Yes, Madam Manager. I'm coming. You go ahead to the conference room. I'll be right behind you.
All right. Don't forget your camera.
I won't.
Haddie typed a quick message to Mr. Simon. I haven't gone to see Mr. Bilsby yet, headed into a meeting. Please pray that I'll have a chance to see him today. Haddie's fingers hesitated for just a moment, and then she added, I'm scared.
A text message from Haddie. I haven't gone to see Bilsby. Pray that I have a chance to see him. I'm scared. Oh, dear. Lord, please be with Haddie. If she doesn't tell Bilsby about the plans to tear down Discovery Mountain Camp, I don't know what we'll do. Haddie is our only hope.
Haddie, post those photos to social media ASAP, would you? The one where I'm wearing a hard hat is the best one.
Okay, Madam Manager. You want me to post the one of you standing with the architect and you're both wearing hard hats?
Yes, that one.
Even though you're not on a construction site, but in an office?
Yes. People love pictures of other people wearing hard hats. Post it.
Yes, Madam Manager. I'm on it. I'm praying for you. Go and see him.
Haddie closed Mr. Simon's message. She stood up and walked around the corner to Mr. Bilsby's office. The door was closed, and outside of it was the table and the mail that Judah placed on it that morning.
Dear God, please help me. I don't want to lose my job, but if I do, I'll know I've done everything I can for Uncle George and my friends in Discovery Mountain.
Who's knocking at my door?
It's me, Mr. Bilsby, Haddie Bellamy.
Who?
The new girl posting to social media.
Oh, well, come in, I suppose.
Think fast, Haddie. Hello, Mr. Bilsby, sir. I saw this important mail on your table. I thought I should bring it in to you.
Well, thank you, Haddie. Is that all? Most of my employees don't bother me with my mail. Not even Judah the mail boy.
Well, sir, I just thought that,
Haddie, how may I help you today? You look as if you have something on your mind.
Sir, funny you should ask.
Haddie, you did it! I was praying for you the whole time.
Judah followed me to my desk.
So, is Discovery Mountain Camp saved?
Not exactly.
Uh-oh. Did you tell Mr. Bilsby about Madam Manager's plans?
Not exactly. Madam Manager walked in just as I was trying to work up the courage.
Oh, well, what exactly did you talk to him about?
Judah, do you happen to own a tripod?
A tripod? Like the stand that you put a video camera on?
Yes, one that I can mount my camera on so that I can record a video interview.
Oh, yeah. I think my dad has one of those. I'm sure I can borrow it, though. But why do you need it?
Well, I just told Mr. Bilsby that I've nominated him for a Boss of the Year award.
What? Is that even a thing?
It's a thing. But I wasn't planning to nominate him for it.
Well, why did you?
I had to think fast. Here's the best part.
What?
Well, when Madam Manager heard about the Boss of the Year award, she looked so excited.
Oh, no, don't tell me, Haddie, you didn't.
I did. I just nominated Madam Manager for Boss of the Year.
Wyatt,
Yes, Mr. Simon?
come on over here. I need to talk to you about something.
Yeah, Mr. Simon. I'm working on fixing the hole where Jake fell through. I'm almost done. How does it look?
Wyatt, your work looks good, son. But there's something I need to talk to you about.
Hey, Mr. Simon, I'm done sanding down the cabinets. Haddie never did get back to me with a dustless sandpaper recommendation.
Jake! Oh, good, you're here. I need to talk to both you and Wyatt. Grab a couple of chairs from over by the wall, would you, Wyatt? Bring them over here.
Sure, Mr. Simon.
Mr. Simon, what's going on? Oh, you're not going to tell Wyatt about the problems with Discovery Mountain Camp, are you?
Yeah, I have to now, Jake. Word is out that Discovery Mountain Camp is going to be closed if the repairs can't be done in 9 days. I had 3 phone calls about it this morning. Everyone seems to know.
Here's a chair for you, Mr. Simon, and one for me and Jake.
Oh, thanks.
Thank you, Wyatt. Now have a seat, son. I have some bad news.
Oh no, what's going on?
Well, we all know that the Discovery Mountain Camp is getting a little run down.
Sure is.
And it needs a lot of repairs, some fresh paint, and more.
Oh, you said it.
Jake, you're not helping here.
Oh, sorry, Mr. Simon.
Well, the thing is, Wyatt, I received an official notice about it. Here, take a look.
Wow, that's a long list. What's this all about?
No, those are all the things that need to be repaired at Discovery Mountain Camp. And they need to be repaired in the next 9 days or else.
9 days? This is a huge list. Most of the repairs listed are for right here in the cafeteria.
I know, son, I know. If these things aren't repaired in 9 days, I have to pay a big fine.
Whoa.
Yes, and I can't afford to pay the fine. It's just too much money. More than I have.
Well, then I guess Jake and I better get back to work, and work fast.
Oh, Wyatt, sit back down. The thing is, Discovery Mountain Camp is unsafe in this condition.
Unsafe?
Yes, and that means I can't have you working here.
But...
Wyatt, you're a minor. It just isn't safe for you to be working here. If anything happened to you...
I can't finish all this work on my own. Wyatt and I are a team, Mr. Simon.
Yes, I know, Jake. I can't let you work on your own. It isn't safe for anyone to work alone without another person around. What if you fell off the ladder?
Oh, that would never happen.
Jake, you're the most likely candidate to fall off a ladder that I've ever met.
Oh, Mr. Simon, but...
Jake, would you mind cleaning up the sandpaper and tools from the kitchen? I want to have a word with Wyatt alone for a minute.
Oh, okay, Mr. Simon. I'll tidy everything up, and I won't fall off anything.
Thank you, Jake. You're a real help to me. I appreciate everything that you do.
All right, Mr. Simon. I'll go tidy up.
Now, Wyatt, I know that you really needed this job.
Yeah, I was counting on it, Mr. Simon. My mom was so happy when I told her about this job. She's so proud of me.
I know, and I don't want to let you guys down. I know that you and your mom could use the money.
Mr. Simon, but...
Just wait a minute, Wyatt. Now, you've done good work. You arrive on time, and you work hard while you're here. And I want to honor our agreement.
It's all right. My mom and I will manage. You have to worry about Discovery Mountain Camp.
Oh, Wyatt, I'm less worried about my own well-being right now than I am about yours and your mother's. I'll pay you the amount that we agreed for the job. It's not your fault that you have to stop working.
But, Mr. Simon...
Wyatt, please just accept it. I'm proud of you, son.
Oh, Mr. Simon, I don't know what to say.
Just say thank you.
Well, okay. Thank you.
In the middle of all this trouble, Mr. Simon is more interested in Wyatt and his mom than in his own problems. But what will happen to Discovery Mountain Camp if Wyatt and Jake aren't making the repairs? And Haddie nominated Mr. Bilsby and Madam Manager for the Boss of the Year award. How will that help Discovery Mountain Camp? Stay with us through this short break. We'll find out just what Haddie is planning. I'm Miss Jean, and I invite you to connect with us on social media. We're on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, where we share behind-the-scenes photos and so much more. Search for @DiscoveryMTN. We'll see you there.
Hey, Haddie, is this what you needed to borrow?
Judah, yes, that tripod is perfect. Thank you.
Do you need help setting it up?
Yes, that would be great. Madam Manager said we could use the big conference room around the corner. But, Judah, I don't want to take you away from your work delivering mail.
Oh, no, that's okay. I'm done with work for now anyways. I'm just waiting for my dad to finish up to get a ride home with him.
Is he working late, too?
Yeah, he said he's working on mapping out the next demolition. That can only mean one thing.
Discovery Mountain Camp.
Well, I got the tripod. Anything else you need me to carry?
No, I got it, Judah. Follow me.
So, Haddie, what exactly is your plan? I mean, how is a video for the Boss of the Year award going to help us save Discovery Mountain Camp?
Come on, inside the conference room. Close the door.
Okay, so what's your plan?
Judah, first I'm going to ask Mr. Bilsby the usual Boss of the Year interview questions.
Like, what kind of questions?
I don't know. I haven't thought of them yet.
Okay.
And then my last question will be this.
Yeah? What?
With the camera rolling, I'll ask, Mr. Bilsby, do you know that Discovery Mountain Camp is being torn down and demolished for the new hotel and spa?
Well, what do you think he'll say?
I think he'll be surprised. I don't think that he knows that Discovery Mountain Camp is being demolished.
How could he not know? He's the boss.
I know, Judah, but he lets Madam Manager make all the decisions for him. I don't think he realizes what she's planning.
Oh.
Then I'll tell him that it's my Uncle George's camp, and I'll tell him how special it is to me, and everyone in my family.
And everyone in Discovery Mountain. And everyone who ever went to camp there.
Right, I know. And then we'll save it.
Save what?
Oh, Madam Manager, are you looking for your sweater? I see it draped over the chair at the front of the room.
Oh, yes. Thank you, Haddie. How are preparations going for the Boss of the Year interviews?
Very well. Judah's helping me set everything up.
Yeah, I'm not on the job right now, Madam Manager. I'm just waiting for my dad.
Well, all right. Haddie, I was thinking about wearing this sweater for the interview. Does it look boss of the year enough?
Yeah, I think that sweater will be very nice and professional, Madam Manager.
Well, all right. I'll see you soon.
Bye, Madam Manager. I'll call when we're ready for you.
Phew, that was a close one.
Too close. I need to write my interview questions. If we're going to save Discovery Mountain Camp, these questions need to seem real. This might be our only chance.
Jamie,
Yes, Reader?
can I see you in my office for a minute?
The principal's office. Oh no, what'd I do now?
Jamie, you didn't do anything wrong. I just need a few minutes to talk.
Sure, I have a break before my next class. What's up?
Well, come on in and take a seat.
You're sure I'm not in trouble?
Yes, don't worry, Jamie. I heard some troubling news about Discovery Mountain Camp today. Is it true?
Well, if you mean the news that if we don't make the official repairs in 9 days, that my granddad has to pay a fine, then yeah.
Yes, and the fine is a huge amount of money. What happens if Mr. Simon can't pay the fine?
Well, this is the part that not too many people know about.
Well, I'm not trying to be nosy, Jamie, but you don't have to tell me your family's business. I'm just concerned about Discovery Mountain Camp.
Oh, I know, Reader, I know. The thing is, if we don't make the repairs or pay the fine, the property goes up for auction.
And then anyone can bid a price to buy it, can't they?
Yeah, and the worst part is that Billsby Builders already plans to buy it.
They're a big company. What are their plans? To maybe fix up Discovery Mountain Camp?
No. They're gonna demolish it and build a hotel and resort.
What? That is not good news. We can't lose Discovery Mountain Camp.
I know. I can't imagine this town without it. Or my family without the camp. My parents met there.
Jamie, I have an idea. Leave it with me. I'll see what I can do.
Reader, thank you, but you have so much to worry about here at the school. The camp is my family's worry.
Well, Jamie, you said it yourself. Discovery Mountain Camp is part of this town. It's a part of all of us.
All right, Reader. Thank you for thinking of my family's well-being right now. It really does mean a lot.
Well, yes, of course. I'll run off to class now, Jamie. I don't want you to be late.
Okay, bye, Reader.
Hello?
Mrs. Torres, can you come to my office, please?
Oh, sure. What's up?
Discovery Mountain Camp needs us, and you're just the person to help me make the calls.
Madam Manager, what would you say is your greatest quality as a boss?
That's a great question, Haddie. My greatest quality as a boss is that people respect me. I'm very respected here in the... Judah!
Judah, I told you to turn your ringer off.
Oops, sorry.
Judah, please stop the camera.
Judah, hand me a bottle of water. My throat is parched.
Yes, Madam Manager. Here you go.
See, Haddie, that's what I mean. People respect me and call me Madam Manager. Well, just about everyone. There's a man that refuses to call me by my title. Can you believe the nerve of him? But I'll get him. Oh, yes, I'll get even with him.
Madam Manager, let's just finish your interview. Last question, and we're all done. And you can go.
All right. Makeup.
Judah, check her makeup.
Oh, everything looks good, Madam Manager?
All right, quiet on the set, take 6. Roll the camera. Madam Manager, what would you say is your greatest quality as boss?
That's a great question, Haddie. My greatest quality as a boss is that people respect me. I am very respected here in the office of Billsby Builders and in the community. I have natural leadership qualities and people can't help but notice.
Quiet on the set. Mr. Billsby, can I get you a bottle of water?
Oh, no, Haddie. I'm doing just fine. Is the interview almost finished?
Mr. Billsby, you're doing just great. I'm sure that one of us will win the award for Boss of the Year.
Yes, you're doing great, Mr. Belsby. I just have one last question and we're finished. Madam Manager, you don't have to stay in the conference room. You're free to go back to your work now.
Oh, no. I wouldn't think of missing out on this. Quiet on set. Take 5.
Haddie, do I listen to her or do I listen to you?
Take 6. Roll the camera. Mr. Belsby, do you know...
Yes, Haddie?
Mr. Belsby, do you know that I forgot I need to write one more question. Stop camera.
Camera stopped.
Mr. Belsby, can you come back for another Boss of the Year interview again the day after tomorrow? I need to write one more question. I just couldn't find the right words to ask it.
Well, I suppose.
Oh, we'd both be delighted to come back the day after. Haddie, I'll clear the evening for this.
I was planning on leaving early that day, but if I must, I'll stay by. Haddie, can't you just ad-lib the question right now?
Oh, goody. We'll pick this up again. I'm delighted, Haddie. You are a creative girl.
Well, thank you. Thank you both for your time.
Haddie, what was that all about?
Judah, I froze. I just couldn't ask him the question. I'll gather the courage before the next interview. I just have to.
I'll pray that you do gather the courage, Haddie. You might be Discovery Mountain Camp's only hope.
Surely I'm not the only person who loves Discovery Mountain Camp. My whole family loves the camp. Jamie, her mom. Hey!
Hey, what?
We're not the only ones that can use a video camera to help save Discovery Mountain Camp. Judah, can you pack up for me? I have to call Jamie.
Yeah, I'll pack up, Haddie. And I'll pray that something works to save Discovery Mountain Camp. We need a miracle.
Mr. Simon, are you there?
Yes, I'm over here in the cafeteria kitchen. Is that you, Reader?
Yes, hey, it's me. Oh, I'm glad I found you. Oh, would you look at this place? There are missing floorboards, and what happened to the cabinets in the cafeteria kitchen?
Jake sanded down the cabinets. It's a long story. Is everything okay, Reader?
Well, not exactly, Mr. Simon. I heard the news about the camp.
Well, now it's nothing for you to worry about right now. During the school year, you focus on the kids at school. The summer camp is my worry right now.
Mr. Simon, that's the thing. I'm camp director, and I love this place nearly as much as you do.
Well, I know. You've been directing the summer camp for, 22 years now?
Well, 23. But I'm not alone in loving this place.
I appreciate that, Reader, but this is a problem for my family and me to worry about.
Mr. Simon, Discovery Mountain Camp is part of our community. It's a big part of what makes this town so special to all of us. It's important to each of us to help you right now.
Oh, well, Reader,
Wait a minute, Mr. Simon. We're here to help. We're all concerned about Discovery Mountain Camp.
Well, I appreciate it, Reader, but wait a minute. What do you mean by we?
Well, just me and a few friends. We're here to help you fix up the camp before the deadline. Mr. Simon, we're here to help. Come on in, everyone.
Wait. Who?
Hey, Mr. Simon. I found my old tool belt. How can I help?
Officer Lewis, you shouldn't have.
Hey, Mr. Simon. I heard the news and I'm here to help. Singing with the kids around the campfire is the best part of summer camp. We can't let them close this place down.
Mr. Garcia, what are you possibly going to do to help?
Mr. Simon, we're here to help any way that we can.
I just can't believe it. Reader, you brought Officer Lewis, Mr. Garcia, and Mrs. Torres all here to help.
Oh, and there are more people coming. We're just the first wave. When everyone heard the news, we just had to come out and support you.
I don't know what to say.
Wait, hold on. I'm here. Mr. Simon, see how it all worked out? Now I can climb the ladder and you won't even have to worry about me. I'll have all these people helping me.
Jake, I think I'll always worry anytime you climb a ladder. I just don't know what to say. Thank you, everyone. I appreciate the sentiment. You've all put the camp's well-being ahead of your own busy schedules. It means a lot.
before we get to work, I have a surprise for everyone.
Oh, surprise! I love surprises.
Yes, look, safety glasses for everyone. I brought them from my science lab.
Oh, well, not exactly the kind of thing a person expects when you say surprise, but...
Thank you, Mrs. Torres. Safety is a big concern, a really big one. All right, everyone, listen up. Officer Lewis, I tried moving the big freezer in the back room, but it was too heavy. Now, if you grab one end, we should have no problem getting it down the stairs.
Were you surprised when everyone arrived to help Mr. Simon? I sure was. I wonder if they'll be able to make the needed repairs on time. And what about the interview that Haddie is conducting with Mr. Bilsby? Will she have the courage to ask the important question? Well, Haddie mentioned an idea for Jamie to help save Discovery Mountain Camp. I wonder what that is. In today's episode, Mr. Simon thought about Wyatt's well-being instead of his own. Just as 1 Corinthians chapter 10 and verse 24 says, "Let no one seek his own, but each one the other's well-being." Well, then reader, exercise the same faith. When we think about someone else's needs instead of our own, we can exercise our faith as well. When taking time away from what we want to do and instead spending it with someone doing what they like, well, that shows them love. Whenever there is love, faith has the opportunity to grow. Watch for a chance to exercise your faith this week.
Hi, I'm Director Doug. In the last scene of this episode, did you enjoy when everyone showed up to help Mr. Simon? I did too, but it was a lot of extra work for me. You see, not all of the voice actors were available in the studio in Loveland, Colorado at the same time. In fact, Officer Lewis is played by Jason Levy, who is my pastor in Oshawa, Ontario, Canada. I recorded each of the voice actors in this scene separately and then edited all together with Mr. Simon's voice. For Officer Lewis's scene, I recorded it in Bowmanville, Ontario. You couldn't even tell, could you? Keep listening to this story series and you just might get to meet these voice actors behind the scenes. I'll keep you posted.
I'm Miss Jean, and you've been listening to Discovery Mountain, where the air is clear enough to hear your imagination, and where every day is an exercise in faith. To listen to other episodes and to send us a message, visit us at discoverymountain.com or write to us at Discovery Mountain, P.O. Box 999, Loveland, Colorado 80539. And in Canada, write to Box 2127, Oshawa, Ontario, Canada, L1H7V4. This is a production of The Voice of Prophecy. Join us again next time here at Discovery Mountain, where every day is an exercise in faith. Take One was written by Jean Boonstra and post-produced in Ontario, Canada by Douglas Bruce and Danny Columbi.